Hello, everybody. This is Tracy Markley from Tracy's Personal Training, Pilates and Yoga Studio, and also the author of 10 books. And what I wanted to share today is a short video answering a question. I've been asked by a few authors a question about my dedications in my books. And some are new authors, and being that I've written 10 books and some of them had dedications and some don't, they're asking why and the meaning behind them. So my very first book I wrote was The Stroke of an Artist, The Journey of a Fitness Trainer and Stroke Survivor. This was 2017. 2020, I brought the book back out right after COVID came. We had to close our businesses. I brought the book back out and called it Dear Stroke, You Suck, The Journey of a Fitness Trainer and Stroke Survivor. Same book, same story, just a different title, because that was the original title we wanted. At the last minute, I changed it because I thought that would be better. Plus, I've made it in larger print. I realized stroke survivors and caregivers need larger print. So I just brought the exact same book out, switched the title. So anyway, this book was dedicated to Gary. He passed away before the book was finished. And to Gary, the most dedicated and inspiring person I ever known. He wanted his story written. He wanted his story shared. It inspired me to start writing. I always wanted to, but he helped inspire it. So the dedication means so much to me, and it means a lot to his family. And so that's the reason why I did it. My second book, Tipping Towards Balance, A Fitness Trainer's Guide to Stability Walking. You got me and my dog Wasabi on there. He was always with me and my clients. This has a little short stories. It teaches balance and stabilization in the muscles. There's muscles in here and exercises, but there's short stories of a few different clients of their different reasons why they needed balance and stabilization, what caused them to lose it. And so one of the people in there, she was 105 years old. She hired me when she was 103 and a half, and I trained her until she was 105. Her name was Essie. She passed away when she was 105. Dedicated to Essie. Thank you for your kindness, your inspiration, and your lovely memories. That meant a lot to me. She had great memories with her. My dog loved her. She was just the nicest, sweetest person. And at the book signing of my first book, she came. There's a picture of her in the first book. People are asking her to sign the book. And it was so sweet seeing her sign it. And she was so excited for me and so supportive. And it meant so much to me. So there's great memories of her. My third book was Stroke Recovery What Now? When Physical Therapy Ends, but Your Recovery Continues. And I made this dedicated to all stroke survivors. Never give up. That was this dedication. That meant a lot to me because I had a lot of stroke survivors coming to me for help after my first book. And I learned that there's thousands and thousands of stroke survivors worldwide looking for help when their physical therapy ends. And I wrote everything I knew about stroke recovery to help them, from them and their caregivers to learn. So I dedicated it to them to hope it would help. And then I did a couple other books. I did some brain books, a stroke recovery for arm recovery book. And then I did stroke recovery, leg stability and walking right here. This book published within weeks of my stepfather passing away of bone cancer. It was a rough year. I dedicate this book to my stepfather, Lee, who has built things, fixed things, and helped me with so much over the past 40 years, including hanging bars, building special steps and ramps for my fitness studio, and helping keep my clients safe. Thank you. You will be greatly missed. He is greatly missed. He helped fix my clients' wheelchairs. He helped me put the floor down for my studio, helped me hang up my ballet bars. He made ramps at different levels so I could rotate them in and out to adjust to people with hemi walkers, canes, and wheelchairs. And plus, growing up, he helped me fix cars and all kinds of things. My last book that was just published a couple weeks ago, Biomechanics of Your Body, a simplified way to learn human movement and muscles. It's basically anatomy, muscles, where they attach, what movement they make, to help people learn about movement. If you go to the doctor and says you need to work on the adductors of your thighs, well, what are those muscles? How do you work them? If you know what muscles are the adductors of your thighs, you can then now go learn the exercises to work them. So that's why I made it as simple as I can make it. But my dog Wasabi was born in 2008, and he worked with me with clients since 2009. Some in California, some in Oregon. He was a therapy dog. My clients loved him. Obviously, I loved him. He passed away also. I lost my dad, my stepdad, and my dog Wasabi within less than a year time. This is dedicated to Wasabi. You were my best friend, my favorite walking buddy, and the best therapy dog for me and my clients. You were my four-legged furry son who brought so much love and joy into my life. I will forever miss howling and singing with you, our special times together, and having you by my side. I love you. He was part wolf, part husky. My soul. Everything in my books, muscles, exercise, hold your abs in, this muscle attaches here, this muscle makes this movement. He has heard me say since 2009 probably a trillion million times. So I had to dedicate this one to him. So there you go. That is why I have these special dedications with these specific books. The timing of when the books came out, how those people partaked in the books. Like my stepfather, he took a lot of the pictures in the books of exercises, me exercising, he took them for me. He's in a couple of pictures of the books. The Gary book. His sister made special shirts because he used to always say, never give up. And give inspiring quotes to people as he was in recovery. So she made shirts dedicated from Gary, inspired. So I think that's inspired by Gary and never give up. So when the book came out, I took a picture of people around town and people that knew him in the shirts. And the last few pages, there's a bunch of pictures of him, and my stepdad's in there with my dog. So that was special too. He knew Gary. Everybody seemed to meet Gary, and then my stepdad met a lot of my clients, and things are just connected. So when somebody knows them, like Gary's family, his sister, they love that the book's dedicated to him, and it should be. It was about him. Well, me too, but it was about him and his journey. So anyway, if you're an author and you want to dedicate something to somebody, a book to someone, to dedicate it to a group of people, to a sport team, to your kids' team. If you don't, I don't have kids. It depends if you have kids. Whatever's in your life, people you've lost, people who's still around, do it. It means a lot to you and your heart. It means a lot to the people around you. Do it. It's yours. That's my advice on that. And cherish those special moments, because I'll tell you, besides the book dedicated to all stroke survivors, all my personal books dedicated to people who's passed and my dog. So it's very special to me when I remind myself, oh yeah, I dedicated to them. It's just like, oh, they're still a part of everything. And it means a lot. You do what works for you. So anyway, happy writing and stay inspired. And that's all. Have a great day.